What you did earlier and now this. Kaku, the flying bamboo blind beneath your feet. That's an advanced Quincy move. Isn't that the case? I'm rather surprised that a fellow your age has been able to master it. You're good. It's apparent that you must be very talented. Can you follow me? This is the end. Won't let you. See that? Don't dodge this. I'll get you. I'm unimpressed. Just as easy as strangling a baby. Dodge this! Get going! Just as easy as strangling a baby. Not bad. You actually move rather well. What you did earlier and now this. Kaku, the flying bamboo blindside, right? Moving at high speed by creating a current of ration beneath your feet. That's an advanced Quincy move. Isn't that the case? I'm rather surprised that a fellow your age has been able to master it. You're good. It's apparent that you must be very talented. I'm afraid I can't let you keep going on like that. You see, we too have a ho-ho, one that's called Flash Step. Although confess that it's quite tiring to do. I suppose that I'm just going to have to settle for studying the girl at a later date, because, you see, I'm a very busy man, unlike you. I've reached a decision. I've determined that what I'm going to do is kill you by using the least amount of effort that I can. Tear him up. Ashisogi Chizo.
I can't figure out what it does from the shape. What is it? What does it do? Well, if it's a kind that's able to absorb my attack, I'll have to strike carefully. Darn, there isn't time to think. What? Oh no, I forgot about her. Let go! Good! Wait a second. He's not... I don't believe it. He hacked right through her. But she... Isn't she on his side? Why...
Fool! I taught you never to let go, even if your arms were torn off.
I'm sorry, sir.
Forget it. I wasn't expecting much from you anyway. Besides, honestly, at this point, defeating you will be as easy as strangling a baby.
I don't believe it. To kill me, he was willing to go so far as to sacrifice his own assistant.
Oh my! Just look at you sweat! It must hurt quite a bit. But despite that, you're not screaming. I'm impressed. You must have a very high threshold of pain. Tell me, is this your first time being cut by a sword?
It's my second.
Well, now you have a wealth of experience. But...
Sorry, Captain Kuratsuchi. Please give me some Hojikuzai, the flesh-healing medicine.
what's that? Why, you... Who do you think you're talking to? Huh? Well? So then, tell me, do you think your body would break that easily?
Stop! What are you doing? Isn't she one of you? Just stop it! You're killing her!
Are you mocking me right now, too? Do you think she'd die from this? You think that these trivial little wounds could kill her? I created this body myself. Well, I won't be laughed at.
Hold on. You created her?
That's right. Do you want to know her name? It's Nemu Kuritsuchi. She's the result of the many experiments that I conducted with Gigai and Gikon in the past. She is my daughter. Please don't bore me with your righteous indignation. How a father treats his own daughter is none of your business.
Stop! I can't move.
Oh, did you just realize that? You sure took your sweet time in coming to understand. Immobilizing the victim. That's what Ashisogi Jizo does.
A paralyzing poison.
Please! It's nothing as vulgar as that. You see, it selectively blocks only the neural impulses that are involved in movement. It synthesizes an extremely complex drug. It's not normal paralysis. You only lose the ability to move. In other words, you'll still be able to feel every bit of the pain. And here, and here! Ah, well, compared to the screams that a woman is able to produce, a man's lack a certain charm. I can't stand to hear them. Nemu, get up. You're going to finish him. Oh, Oh, that's right. I almost forgot that I cut you with the Ashisogi Jizo too. Blast! You worthless maggot!
Stop it.
What?
I told you to stop.
Haven't you had enough yet? Are you that big a fool? Really? You feel pity for a woman even though she's your enemy? Is this the honor that all of you Quincy's take such pride in?
What?
It's interesting. It must really mean something to you, because you all seem to end up speaking about it before you die.
What are you talking about?
I told you, I've completed my research on Quincy's. I studied your kind thoroughly. I applied all manner of stimuli to their minds and bodies and observed their responses. I studied them until they were nothing but pulp. And every single one of them said something along the lines of how on their honor as Quincy's they could never bring themselves to do such and such a thing. On their honor as Quincy's they would undoubtedly be sure to stop me. Frankly, all of you are just so incredibly annoying. One stab from this will make any and all words of resistance entirely meaningless.
You dirty.
Now just calm down. This is where I tell you about my hardship. I confess, it really was very difficult work. When I first took on the role of Chief of Research and Development, Quincy's were already a rare species. Soul Reapers were monitoring the few that were still in existence. So I had to persuade the Soul Reapers assigned to them to delay their rescue. Then I turned the Quincy souls that they brought back into research subjects. Do you have any idea how hard it was to arrange all that? I remember the last one. He was a particularly nasty old man. He kept calling out the name of a student or maybe a grandchild. It was all so disgraceful. Would you like to see a picture of him? This photo was taken after my experiments ended. There's not much left of his original form. Now, what was that student's name? Ah, well, I tend to lose interest in my subjects after my experiments with them are over.
I'll tell you his student's name. It was Uryu. Uryu Ishida. The man's name was Soken Ishida. He was my teacher, and my grandfather as well.
Oh? And so what?
I'm glad about one thing at least. That Orihime isn't here. I wouldn't want her to have to see this. On my honor as a Quincy, I swear, I'm going to kill you!
His arms and legs have been slashed by Ashisogi Jizo. How can he be standing? Oh, of course, I know. He's using Ranso Tengai. Bundles of reishi that have been twisted together into a countless number of threads have now been attached to his frozen limbs, moving him around as if he was some kind of a puppet. Out of the 2,661 Quincy's that I've studied, not even a single one could perform even a part of the Ranso Tengai. I thought that was a lost art. But look, here you are, having mastered it, and at such a young age. Does that mean you're what they call a genius? Excellent. Well then, I believe you won't bore me after all. I'm not going to kill you. I'm taking